the Dana Loesch Show. We talk about stuff.
Indiana has caused an uproar amongst the perpetually outraged as they dare to take steps to protect business owners' religious freedoms. Because, you know, you can still be a Christian while you're engaged in commerce. It's called the Religious Freedom Restoration Act.
They're definitely overreacting. It's actually worse. They're demagoguing on this bill. There are many people who are simply lying about what the Indiana Religious Liberty Restoration Act does.
Let's put this through the legalese filter. Do you know what Section 9 means? There's nothing in there about not liking gays, or nothing in there about discriminating against everyone, which, by the way, RFRA has never, ever been used to do. But that did not stop the famous from tweeting, "Why are the macho afraid to love mucho?"
I think you need to ask yourself, why are these things coming up at this time? These laws have been on the books for 20 years. They've done so much good.
Honestly, it seems like now American life is dominated by who can be the most outraged or who can be the most offended and how people are going to sue somebody in oblivion over it. The situation in Indiana is just the latest example of this entitlement mentality.
I think that we're not content anymore in simply just being mad at the opposition. We want to destroy them. We want to drum them out of their careers and get them out of the debate. And that's a dangerous and illiberal way to look at the world.
That's what it comes down to. President Obama has removed all sanctions. He's removed all impediments to seeking nuclear weapons, all promises of transparency, all of this, nothing. Removed everything from a nation that doesn't even let people use Twitter. Now, to call this naive would be an understatement.
They're not concerned in the least, the Iranian leadership is not concerned in the least about pushing at this point or dropping last-minute changes on the table, because they understand that President Obama, Secretary Kerry, the White House, they're desperate. I don't know what other word you use for it. They're desperate for an agreement.
There were just all of these phrases and all these assumptions that were tossed out there by the Obama administration, by President Obama himself. For example, if they cheat, the world will know. Really? Maybe he should talk to some of the weapons inspectors who were dealing with Saddam back in the 90s.
That's between you and Jesus. You don't stop being a Christian just because you open a business, any more than you stop being a mother because you go to work. These aren't rare instances anymore at all. These aren't just, oh, well, these are exceptions to the rule. This is becoming the rule. Persecution through lawfare. The place called Memories Pizza. It is a small, family-owned business that dared to admit that they would find the catering of just a same-sex wedding, nothing else, to be in contrast with their deeply held religious convictions. You know, serving a gay couple a meal, tableside serve, that's fine. But a same-sex wedding ceremony, that's a little different. Now, the result? Well, as you can guess, people have been trying to destroy them and run them out of town.
We normally don't have any trouble at all with our customers, anything like that. I can't think off the top of my head any problems we've had in the 9 years we've been open. We've never refused to serve anybody or anything like that. We created just the GoFundMe account. It was about $350 a minute that was being raised. Even without the money, that's a secondary thing. Just the kind words is what really built me back up.
The gift tax is actually imposed on the people that give the money. Okay. Sounds kind of strange, but that's what happens. Right. Then we have to figure out what kind of liabilities that the O'Connors have, and if the money's going to go into the business or to them personally. All right, there's a difference there. Right. And right now, I think
we got an earthquake right now. Look at that. And that's
was
fascinating,
cool.
right?
Yeah.
I haven't seen a boycott Arkansas hashtag yet, but as soon as I say that, I may jinx it. Tell me about what's been the mood like, what's been the discussion like in the state of Arkansas with regard to RFRA?
People try to skew this into a debate on discrimination or individuals. This is a First Amendment debate on message, not discrimination.
Might the law apply to me? I'm black.
So wait, you don't think that gays are being killed in Indiana right now?
I do not. And but then
Miley Cyrus said otherwise, Jason. I love it that people think differently than I do. I'm fine with you doing you. It's about time you start being all right with me doing me.